What is going on, everyone? We are back with another Platinum Trophy video, and this time we are getting the God of War Ragnarok Platinum Trophy. This game is outstanding. Now, when I first started playing this game, I didn't really have that feeling because in the beginning of this game, it feels like more of the same with God of War 2018, as it mostly should because it's a direct sequel. But it just felt really slow in the early part of this game. And as much as I love this game, I did not like the early parts when you play as Atreus. I just didn't really like those parts of the game. Now, the later parts when you play as Atreus, I didn't mind as much, although I still didn't really care for it, but it didn't really bother me as much later in the game. But when you play as Atreus in Jotunheim, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, that just went on way, way, way too goddamn long. Just way, way too long. That felt like it was never going to end. But aside from that small gripe, I absolutely love this game. I absolutely love this game. It just got better as the game progressed. And I'm not going to spoil anything because that's not what I do. There's a huge plot twist. A really big plot twist halfway through the game that, I'll be honest, I didn't see coming at all. And honestly, I don't know how anyone could have seen that coming, and if you've played the game, you probably know what I'm talking about. The plot twist was absolutely insane, and the finale of this game was outstanding. And what's also really cool is that after you beat the game, there's still a bunch of extra post-game stuff for you to do. And it's not just like, oh, let's just finish up these side quests that we couldn't do or you didn't choose to do before you beat the game. No. There's actually post-game content. So, yes, this game is amazing. I could go on and on about it. Now, this is up for discussion for Game of the Year, and it definitely should be. And a lot of people are picking it as their Game of the Year. It's either between this and Elden Ring, but I'll be honest, I can't pick this as my Game of the Year simply because I just thought the beginning was a little slow and I didn't really care for the early Atreus parts. I'm honestly, when it comes to Elden Ring, because that's what people are also probably going to pick, I'm not picking that as my Game of the Year either. My Game of the Year is still, and you know what? Make fun of me if you wish. Criticize me if you wish for this, but Horizon Forbidden West is still my Game of the Year because I loved every minute of that game from start to finish, and there really wasn't, from what I can remember, anything about that game that really annoyed me. So there's that. Anyway, that's a whole different discussion. We are here for the Platinum Trophy, and the Platinum for this game, it's not that difficult, mostly because you don't have to put it on the hardest difficulty, because as I've mentioned before in a previous video, this is a Sony first party game, and Sony first party games don't have difficulty trophies anymore. Maybe they'll add it later for DLC, I don't know, I doubt it because they didn't do that for God of War 2018. And I have to say this, I know that there's people out there that are playing this on the hardest difficulty, and I have to ask why. Why are you doing that? There's no trophy involved. You don't get anything extra for doing it, like extra content. Like there's been games in the past where before trophies and achievements were a thing, that if you beat it on the hardest difficulty, you got something extra for doing it. It doesn't do that, so I just don't understand why people are doing that. I just don't. So anyway, the Platinum's not that difficult, but it's not that easy either, because even if you put it on the easier difficulties, the secret bosses they're still gonna be pretty difficult for you if you don't know what you're doing. You still have to have fully upgraded armor, fully upgraded weapons, so it's not a cakewalk, but it's not terribly hard either. So, anyway, it's time to get the Platinum Trophy. The last thing we have to do...
A pail of water. Or 20.
Yeah, you probably should have packed some sunscreen, too, when you're in this place. So, anyway, the last thing we have to do is craft the dragon armor set, which I didn't do because I like my raven armor set that I'm wearing, as you can see. I like how it looks, like especially when you look at the shoulder pads. They little glowing part. I really like that, and I like the fact that it boosts your defense. I was going for high defense in my build because defense is very important. So anyway, let's craft the armor. Let's hope I have all the stuff, which I should, because I've pretty much 100%ed the whole game, and I have a lot of hack silver. Later in the game throws hack silver at you. It's just insane how much hack silver gets thrown at you. So anyway, let's craft the dragon breastplate.
It fits.
Alright. Now let's craft the dragon bracers.
Woohoo! Looking good.
And last, but not least, the dragon scaled girdle, excuse me.
Now go
Oh,
show it
and
off.
there it is, the Dragon Slayer trophy.
On top for a spell?
And there's the platinum trophy, the bear and the wolf. Which is a pretty cool name considering that Atreus transforms into those creatures during the game. So that's a pretty cool name, and it's a lot better than just generic platinum trophy that some developers do. So anyway, as I've already stated, this game is outstanding. If you own a PS5, you owe it to yourself to play this game. But I hope Sony Santa Monica gives God of War a break. I understand that they're the God of War studio, but I want to see them do something different now. I want to see them do something different, so hopefully they do. So, alright, until the next Platinum Trophy video, y'all have a good one.